Hello to you and you too. I'm Epiphany and this is my video blog where I'm at. And today is July 8th, 2011. And where I'm at is thinking. Artists think too much, don't you think? It's true, but you know, a friend of mine reminded me that there's such a thin line between genius and insanity. And us as artists, we gotta be a little bit crazy to put ourselves through what we do, right? And I've been called crazy on numerous occasions, but I've also been called worse. So I can live with that. Because I'm insanely happy with what I do. So where I'm at is thinking about that. And I was thinking, you know, it takes so much determination to be artistic. It takes determination to believe in yourself and, you know, take the hits that you take when you put your work out into the public arena. And, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. And I think through the ages, all artists have experiences. I'm no different, nor is anybody else who's an artist that I know. But I think that the way we choose to deal with it can make all the difference in the world. And me, for one, the way I've tried to move over the last almost a year is to filter and to dismiss and detox. So that's the way I move that has made me a much healthier spirit. Now, of course, the journey to wellness has been immensely important to the healing of Epiphany, and you know, the physical issues that were at hand are all gone. Every single one. I've spoken about, you know, some of the health issues that I had, but, you know, I had a gang of them, and they were starting to get out of hand, and so steps needed to be taken, and so I took them. And for those who don't know, I lost some weight, and I'm really comfortable in my skin again, and it frees me up to just be the human being that I was put here to be. And you know, it was funny. I was walking across the street the other day. Really, literally. I was walking across the street. A meter maid stops me. And she goes, "Is your name Epiphany? Are you Epiphany, the poet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, hi." You know, I don't know. I was like walking into CVS pharmacy or something. I don't even remember. But in any case, she was like, "Oh, I see you on the internet and blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness, you lost so much weight." And I'm like, "Oh, well, thanks." You know, and she asked how I did it, blah, 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 blah. And then she says, "I thought that those pictures of you that are on the internet were old." And I'm like, "No, they're current. They're current." I'm like, "Why would I put an old picture of myself up?" I don't put old pictures. I don't even want to look at old pictures of myself, frankly. But I thought that that was really interesting, that grouped with getting a phone call from a dear friend of mine who told me he saw me out the other night walking in, and he was outside of the venue, and I was about to go in and perform, and he was like, "Is that Epiphany? I thought it was her. I wasn't sure." He said, "I didn't even recognize you." Here's the thing, I've said this before, I don't see myself the way other people do. That's why I take pictures, so that I can have a visual, and that's what I do. That's why I post notes about my journey. Well, that's not all why, but that's part of why I always have a before and after picture, so that I can see the physical changes, and I can share those changes with anybody and everybody who is interested in getting healthy and strong and fit. I'm not a gym rat or anything like that. I've talked about that before. I do yoga, I belly dance, I walk, I get on the treadmill, things like that. But I'm not a gym rat. I haven't seen a gym since it's seen me, frankly. But that's part of it. You know, when you get your physical self in check, and then getting your heart and your spirit in check is part two. Equal, I almost would say. But I know with me, you know, those filters I spoke of have been immensely important to detox in my life. And dear friend of mine, Sensei, has reminded me so many times that, you know, you have mega negative energy here, and then you have mega positive energy in this hand. And if you think of them as light, it's drawn to the light, and as much as you try to push it away, it still keeps coming back because it's drawn to the positive in the world, in the universe, you can say, in the cosmos, you know, in existence. Negative is drawn to positive. Even as you try to rid yourself of it, it still keeps coming back. So you have to do what you have to do. I don't care what it is that you do, but do what you need to do to rid yourself of it, and you will be happier. I promise you. I'm a walking, living testament to that. And where I'm at was reflecting about all these things, you know, about the genius versus insanity, and negative versus positive, and, you know, all these things make up the way my brain works on the regular, you know. I talked to my dear uncle this morning, and he reminded me of a gang of things that I often need reminding of in troubling times and in good times, because my life is not too troublesome. I have a really good life. I have a very happy life, and I'm very grateful for it. So where I'm at is thinking about all these things, keep myself on track, and you know, the journey of me continues, and you know, those last pounds they love me, they don't want to go. I'm about to toss that scale in a minute, but you know, I think I'm at this point where it just gets harder to get rid of those last pesky pounds. So you got to step everything up like 500,000% to the power of 10 or something, which is what I'm doing. And you know, I can only encourage everybody to do the same. Do what you need to do to be happy, right? You know, so that's where I'm at on this day, and I'm about to go and check out a movie. I think I'm gonna go check out Horrible Bosses. It looks hilarious. But let me just say for the record, I do not have a horrible boss. I am blessed. But we all have had horrible bosses, right? So I think going to see this movie will be a nice little chuckle fest for me. So I'm amused by things like that. I like stupid movies. Pineapple Express, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, super bad. I love them all. So I got to check out Bridesmaids too. I'm not always watching foreign films and listening to good music. I'm a dork! So, this dork is going to sign off and go and do some dorky things. And rest and just relax. It's Friday, y'all. It's a good look. Take care of yourself. I'm going to talk to you. Be well.